All right, folks. Now, I've got to ask the question. I saw this article. I'll leave the link. It was in The Guardian. The pictures were captured by, reported with the Siberian Times. Who knew Siberia had a newspaper called The Times? All right, not to digress here, but seriously, I saw this and come on. What I'm about to show you, you and I will probably agree. It's like, really? All right, folks, this is what I'm talking about right here. Explain to me what kind of combustion is this? I mean, I'd like to know. I've been around. You know, was born right in the beginning of the space race. Um, Seen rockets take off. Heck, I saw the space shuttle land twice and take off once. Um, but seriously, what kind of propellant would create such a visual impact in our atmosphere? And I mean, folks, I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, this is up in Siberia right here. Take a look at that. So, all right, it's cold up there. It's already winter is setting in. Um, Up there in the northern latitudes, no doubt. But I mean, and this is what people were seeing. I find this interesting. Interesting is also look how much snow is up there, folks. All right, they're saying that this was a rocket test, possibly a missile. Okay. I mean, like I said, I have seen spacecraft take off. We've all seen videos of them. I mean, what type of engine, what type of, again, propellant? I'm assuming that they're using a solid rocket fuel. I don't know. But look at the enormity of the effect. To create something this large by a single rocket test, you know, I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, okay, what are we seeing in the atmosphere here? Well, I can tell you what caught my eye immediately was this right here. All right, let's just kind of step through this together. We got the northern lights. We have been in a low level geomagnetic storm. The closer you're up near the poles, particularly this time of the year, the more you're going to see it in the northern hemispheres. Okay, so this is, as we know, with the northern lights, it's the aurora. So we have a lot of geomagnetic instability, a lot of photons coming through. All right. To create this, let's think heat. All right. That's what's happening. Is this up in the ionosphere? It appears to me to be because you're getting the effects of the northern lights in even this latitude, and excuse me, altitude. So it leads me to deduct that this was it had to be hot. Really hot. If this is what we're seeing is the ionization of the atmosphere of the after effects, and it's so high up, look what it's doing up here. This is again, is this plasma that we're seeing? I mean, that's pretty intense. And I still question this up here. Well, look at this shot. So this is from Sergei Anisimov. Now, this appears to be under the aurora. But then again, it's hard to tell when you're looking at a photo. Now look at this one. So let's go back and start doing some deductions here. Heat, number one, we determined. We determined that this was obviously high into the atmosphere. And look at the impact, folks. This is energy. And as you begin to look at the dispersion of the energy of the impact, or whatever this was, impact is probably, well, no, it impacted our atmosphere, obviously. The heat is still being generated from this, which still leads me to think plasma. And what, again, the energy. I'm just going to tell it what I get from this. I'm getting a portal opening. Again, if the Russians are testing a new technology of propulsion, of gate opening, portal opening, I think you have to really think about this. And then look at this, it continues to disperse out. And if we were just to use the scale of the topography down here at the bottom, and it's hard to do because but we can tell that this is obviously forested area, land. Are we looking at potentially half mile, mile on this side of plain? And then if we look at it, determine the scale here, well, here you just start going up by degrees. So you would take this at the 10, 20, 30, 40. Folks, this is really big. I'm just telling you, it's big. And I'm very curious to know what exactly it is they're testing over there. We've seen no test here on our military. We've seen some new missile tests off the West Coast, but nothing to this impact. So we'll just go back through it, look at this again. Whatever it was that they're testing, oh, excuse me, something's up. Yep. So if we go back and look at this, I was just thinking, so we can use this as a scale as to what we see as it continues to expand out. And this is just amazing to me. Look at that. Man, if that doesn't make you think of a Stargate, I don't know what does. All right, good people. Let me know what you think. Love to see your comments on this. Be curious to see what your thoughts are as well. Are we witnessing really combustion here? Are we witnessing energy that's in a controlled manner? Are we seeing something opening up dimensions? Are we seeing what type of potential travel? I mean, this is intriguing. All right, folks, we'll talk soon.